All right, down at the 6 o'clock position on Metalopolis is our yellow Zerg player. He is named after a color. He is.
Violet.
They should have had him pick purple as his color.
Purple?
It's a little bit closer to violet.
They should have. That's a good point. Why is he yellow?
Well, I guess because it gets confusing with Zerg being purple.
I don't know. Well, from TeamLiquid.net, here is our Protoss player.
Liquid Hero.
His color's appropriate.
Yeah, he's blue.
For his
Team Liquid.
Team Liquid shirt there.
Representing. You know, they do have like the exact color of blue that, it seems like it's the exact color of blue that is in the game too, so that's cool. Thank you to Sony Ericsson and G-Skill for sponsoring the GSL.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Thanks to our sponsors.
So close air positions on Metalopolis. This is a map that was recently taken out of the ladder because it had been in there forever. It's a great map, but also because they felt like Zerg was a little bit favored on it, I guess.
Well, you know what I would love to see? This is my personal opinion.
Let's hear it.
I'd like to see that the ladder actually uses old maps from season to season, and once we get a good ladder map pool that consists of Blizzard maps, sometimes community maps, not even necessarily community maps, we could see old maps come back, and it'd be cool if Blizzard actually significantly changed certain maps. Like Shattered Temple is an example of a map that's... Lost Temple, for example, is a map that's been known for so long for any RTS fan.
Oh, yeah.
And then, of course, the Shattered Temple is a pretty cool, different version of that.
I like it. I think it's an improvement.
It'd be cool if we even saw like a new rendition of Steps of War or something like that come back. Dude. That would just be cool if Blizzard did something like that and said, hey, look, it's back, or Jungle Basin, or Kulas Ravine, like just some of these old maps, and once they have a good map pool, we can just switch them all around every season.
Here we go again.
Oh, blocks
nice
it.
deny. Oh, gets it down. Really nice probe control, though. Did deny it for a little while, anyway. Yeah, man, you know, actually, Kulas Ravine, despite, like, the cliffs, yeah, I know, I really, really enjoyed all the different back rock things you could do on that map. There was, like, a lot of different stuff you could do that was really cool.
Kulas Ravine is a fun map to play on, but I have to say there were definite issues with the map.
Oh, yeah, of course.
That's how the game evolves. People find issues with these maps. Like, for example, on Zelnaga Fortress, we saw what we think is maybe...
we'll have to investigate that.
Yeah, well, I'd like to look at that more closely. Obviously, I didn't really have full control over looking at the exact size of the map, but by the looks of it, it looks like the choke points are not here.
Yeah. Goodbye, probe.
I'm sure like a bunch of fans have already gone on Twitter and told me about how uneven it actually is or how even it is.
I don't know. It might be an optical illusion, like you said, but it looks like that spot is a lot wider. I don't know.
I'd be interested to know about that.
Yeah.
Anyway, enough about maps.
Enough about maps. There's some Zerglings trying to get into the base.
Look at that cannon positioning by Hero. Absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
Covers the entire Nexus, making a second cannon to cover the entire mineral line.
That Overlord in a good position as well.
You know,
except for now.
4 to 6 months ago was when people first started Forge Fast Expand on this map. Before it was unheard of and was like, you can't pull that off. Nobody knows how to wall on Metalopolis. You can't do that. I love to see how the game has changed so much. I know you guys remember a time where people started Forge Fast Expand or even Nexus firsting on Metalopolis and people were like, really? You can do that?
Yeah.
And then later, Zergs found out you can actually take a fast third on this map. And then, of course, Heroes in the Sea. Oh, he's doing that.
No, he found it. There's the fast third, yeah.
I'm just having a nostalgic cast. I'm talking about all these old things that happened.
Well, it's always really cool to kind of think about how the game's evolved. I mean, if you look at games from 3 or 4 months ago, completely different than they are now. And that's going to be, you know, the games around Christmas this year, around January or something, are going to be completely different than they are now. You know, that's just the nature of the game. It's why it's such an exciting esport, you know, just because of the evolution of the styles and the strategies.
Yeah. And if you go back and watch some of those old VODs from Season 1 of the GSL or even Season 2, you can see stuff that you'll never see now.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And the game has only been out for a year, so just imagine how much potential this game really has as an esport. It's immense, man. We saw Brood War. Brood War is even still around. I watched those finals the other day. It was pretty awesome. If you guys didn't watch that, you should look up those VODs. I'm not going to spoil the results of that.
Yeah, it's fun. Fun to go back and revisit that once in a while. Quick Evo chamber for Violet. We've said it many times. All the Zergs, well, pretty much all the Zergs like to do that now just because it keeps you so very safe. And you can get a fast, you know, +1. It's a decent investment. That Zergling, or I was going to say Zealot. All right, never mind. That sentence didn't work out. But you saw the Zealot die. You get the idea. Stalker's making a run for it.
The Stalker is on his way out of there. The Zergling speed actually might finish. He might be able to trap it.
I don't know.
It's going to be close. Nah, you can't do it.
Yep. Get the statue. Nope. He just kicked in the nos and ran the other way. And that Overlord's out, but he will, of course, see what exactly Hero is doing.
This is pretty common to see from Hero. Hero loves Stargate play in PvZ. Loves to get Phoenixes out. Obviously, he's got a Phoenix Chrono boosted out right now.
Oh, look at that.
Spores are already going up. And
Four
in a
of them.
sense, he's forced 4 spores. That's 200 minerals plus the cost, or excuse me, 100 minerals each. So that's, 400 minerals plus the 4 drones lost there.
Oop. And they're in good positions too, so it's going to be difficult for Hero to really get in there and do some damage with it as well. Violet is making his Roach Warren right now. He does enjoy using Roaches quite a bit, especially in ZVT. A little bit in ZVP too. Obviously, this game he will. And that Phoenix is going to get taken out. Wow. Whoops.
That was,
Yikes.
I said he was going to be the least likely person to do that, but
Yeah,
so he proved me wrong.
I guess so. Well, you know, it happens to the best of us, so it's not so bad. Not a lot of creep spreading being done by Violet right now.
You're adding 5 gateways and a Twilight Council. Looks like he wants to do a timing attack. He doesn't want to play a long game against Violet this time.
Yeah, I think we're going to
But
see
the
some
thing is-
sort of blink timing, probably.
Violet has had that 3rd base up for so long. If Hero wants to wait for Blink, I don't think his attack is going to work. It's going to take too long. Violet's going to be able to pump out enough Roaches. His lair is a little late, though. So he's not going to have Roach speed in time, but he may have enough. It's going to be close. This is actually going to be really close. The other thing is, Violet actually, if he wants to, can go and find out about that fairly easily. I think he's probably going to sacrifice another Overlord. He's going to have to avoid these Phoenixes, so he might not want to. And speaking of this, Hero is actually just repeatedly denying Overlord Scouts. That's all he's doing right now with these Phoenixes.
Yeah, that's really, really good.
So he's not going to find out about it. He wanted to send Overlord over there, but he can't.
You know, the interesting thing, too, is that Violet's not even really bothering to try to spread creep this game, it looks like. I don't know if he's just gotten a little bit lazy or if he's just thinking, well, he'll just kill him with his Void Ray. And he's going to lose the Extractor, too, so Hero just being very annoying with his Stargate tech.
Yeah, he's actually going to take out the other Extractor.
Yep.
He's abusing the fact that Violet does not have the Sport Crawler close enough to the Extractor. Look at this.
Wow.
Getting another one. Why not?
Not moving it or anything like that? Nope, now he is.
Now he's moving it. I didn't understand why he moved it before. He should have saved it.
Yeah, he's got to be careful with that Queen, though. Okay, it does get burrowed, and the Void Ray has to make a run for it, but it does kill the Extractor as well. That's going to make it really tough for Violet to tech like he wants to, losing more Overlords.
And they lose a Roach.
Yeah.
Trying to get that Roach.
Wow. Here is just the air
Relentless,
harass
man.
king. Yeah.
Well, the gates are done. Stalkers are being warped out here. Blink is done as well.
Well, this is just so good by Hero, too. I mean, he's reducing the Roach numbers a little bit.
He's controlling the watchtowers. He's got all of his Phoenixes blocking to make sure Overlords come. You guys are about to see how many Blink Stalkers there are. He hid all those in his base. He didn't warp them in the middle of the ground, so Speedlings couldn't see them at all. And Violet actually has no idea that's coming, but he's making a lot of units right now. His Roach speed is almost done. His Roach speed may be done in time for this.
Looks like it's going to be a 1-1 timing. He's waiting for that armor to finish here.
Killing so many Overlords, that means no more units.
Yeah, Violet's actually going to be pretty badly supply blocked when this attack hits. This is looking really good for Hero right now. We might see a pretty quick 2-0.
Well, Roach speed is about to finish. These Stalkers are waiting a little bit longer. Roach speed is going to finish here. +2 Carapace is on its way, but it's not going to be anywhere near done when that attack hits.
Yeah, the Zergling catches a glimpse of a couple Stalkers, and I think Violet right now is going to be like, oh no.
He just can't make any more units. He's making a Corruptor right now.
That's interesting.
That is very interesting. It's going to help deal with
Here he
Phoenix,
comes.
but will that matter? Stalker's actually playing in the main.
Oh, look at that.
Force fields. The Roach is outside of his main, and now Hero is in a great position.
Yeah, really brilliant move by Liquid Hero there. And he's just going to keep that ramp force fielded. He did lose his sentries on the low ground. He's got one that's just about to die. He's killed so many units. Violet is just more or less dead, it seems.
It's looking like it, but he doesn't have any more force fields. But with the Stalkers in the position they're in, he can just blink down. The Phoenixes can get vision on the top of the ramp, and looks like he's just going to continue to blink back. And Violet is looking like he is pretty dead.
I think so. Drones coming off the line is never a good sign. More roaches
nice
coming in right
there.
now. Well, thank you. And
yeah, this Phoenix is also cleaning up Roaches, and it looks like Hero is just going to win here. The pylon completes. More Stalkers and Zealots warping in here, and Hero's little timing attack worked out, and I think it might even be purely because he killed those Overlords. GG.
And Liquid Hero absolutely dominating Violet in that series. That was a pretty strong start for him in Code A. Wow. Most impressive. Most impressive. The warp gates are now complete. And yeah, Violet, we'll have to see where he ends up. I mean, his future is definitely in question. He's out of the GSL now. Formerly Code S, he appears to be teamless. I hope we'll see him again. I'm a fan of his, so yeah, we'll have to kind of see what happens. But Liquid Hero, really, really cool. He was a hero.
He was a hero.
He was a hero for Pro Toss players everywhere.
He really was. That's now we've got 2 Pro Tosses through.
Yep, we do, yeah. And well, we talked about this a little bit earlier too. Not today, but earlier in time. But there were only 2 Terrans that made it out of the GSL qualifiers, so we probably will see, a little bit better race mix here this season, I'm thinking.
Yeah, it's looking like it so far.
Yeah. In fact, we haven't seen a Terran yet today.
No, we haven't.
So stop whining. Yep, it's okay. I understand. I think there's too many Terrans too. Well,
I was like some nerd. Actually, just like dropped his like ramen bowl on the floor. He's like, no, Terran's overpowered. He's like, I'm never gonna watch this show again.
I agree completely, though, man. I mean, there's so many Terrans these days. I don't know. It's like if you had to get from Asia to America and you wanted to use like the Russia to Alaska thing, you could just take all the GSL Terrans and lay them end to end, and you can make it. That's how many there are right now. So we'll see it.
That was like such a complicated analogy, but it was.
Did I explain it okay though? Did it work?
It was good, man.
I think it's okay. I don't know why you'd want to end up in Alaska with a bunch of really cold GSL Terrans, but their hands will be cold. They won't be able to micro as much. So I don't know. Yeah. Well, that's how it goes.
That's how it goes. So stop whining. Like, it's so funny. You can't stop laughing about it. You're just like, stop whining.
I know they're out there. I'm kind of one of them myself, but I just don't post about it. We're going to take a 5-minute break, guys. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. This is the GSL Code A with Doe and Wolf.